The reframe. The RoboCat 3000 rising from the box, S1Ep008, Joey's tiny beret, S1Ep008, the empty ice cube tray, just a puddle, S1Ep004. Joey holding his whiteboard screen time equals brain rot while his phone glows in his other paw, EP5, Joey's 3-page CV, S1Ep6, the whole house asleep, seen through doorways, S1Ep7. Johnny sitting directly in front of the TV during the match, then, cut to black for half a second. Not dramatic, just true. S1Ep008 visible. We begin.
Scene 1. The morning of the seminar. Living room, set up. Mr. Whiskers has been up early. Safety first. He noted this. The pamphlet from episode 4, Mindful Attention in a Distracted World, is on each chair. A printed agenda. His sleep architecture certificate on the wall from EP6. His certificate of attendance from the sports analytics course EP7. His portfolio binder on the side table. The man prepared. He always prepared. On one of the chairs, the RoboCat doorstop, with its tiny football scarf, placed there deliberately. The RoboCat is a seminar participant. Nobody questions this. Mr. Whiskers' expression confirms it was intentional. Joey arrives in his tiny suit jacket, whiteboard under one arm. He sees the setup. He sets the whiteboard against the wall. He sits. Johnny finds the chair that is closest to the armchair. The armchair where Mr. Whiskers now presides, and sits in it with perfect stillness. Mr. Whiskers looks at the circle. He looks at the RoboCat on its chair. He nods at it. He looks at the family.
Thank you for coming. We'll begin.
Scene 2. The seminar, the question, the confessions. A new study this week. 1.2 billion people are living with anxiety or depression. More common than any of the crises we have discussed this season. The robots, the tuna, the heat, the phones, the jobs, the sleep. A pause. This household is the world, in miniature. He looks around the circle. I have one question for everyone. You don't have to answer, but I hope you will. What are you carrying right now that you haven't said out loud? Mr. Whiskers lets the silence be.
Looking at his hands, I think at 3 a.m. about things I can't fix. I tell myself I'm being productive. I'm not. I just don't know how to stop.
Quietly, not looking up, I'm in 47 groups because I'm looking for something I'm not sure I'm finding. And I already know the thing I'm looking for is in this room. I just keep looking anyway.
Knees pulled up, voice smaller than usual. I'm tired of saying I'm fine when I'm not. And I'm also tired of not being fine. And sometimes those are the same tiredness, and I don't know what to do about that.
Silence. Then Mr. Whiskers looks at Joey.
I'm worrying about everything. The robots and the tuna and the ice cube and the planet and the jobs and whether the channel will be okay and whether any of it matters and I think my worrying is love. I think I'm worrying because I love things and I don't know what else to do with that when things are uncertain. I don't know how to love quietly.
Everyone in the circle is still. Even the RoboCat seems to participate in the stillness. Then Mr. Whiskers looks at Johnny, the longest wait. Johnny looks at the fish tank visible through the doorway, then back at the circle. Then he speaks, is the quietest voice in the series.
I watched the orange fish finish his spiral alone. I wanted someone else there.
5-second hold after this line. Complete silence. No music, no movement. Let it land entirely. This is the emotional peak of Season 1. Mr. Whiskers is quiet for a moment. When he speaks, it is the softest he has ever been.
That is the most honest thing said in this room today. A double quotes, a breath anxiety is what happens when love has nowhere to land. The answer is not to worry less, or feel less, or connect less. The answer is to give it somewhere to go. He looks at the circle. This is somewhere. You are all already here. That was the hardest part. He looks at the RoboCat doorstop. Then, with complete sincerity, "To it, you too," Joey picks up the whiteboard. He writes something he holds IT up. It reads, "Anxiety equals love without an outlet." He looks at it, nods, puts the marker down. He never erases this. The whiteboard will be visible in the background for the rest of the episode with this written on it.
Scene 3. The fish tank, the spiral, revealed. Mr. Whiskers stands. He gestures toward the kitchen doorway.
One more thing. Will you all come and see something? Everyone moves to the kitchen doorway. The fish tank glows in the low kitchen light. The orange fish is near the bottom. And there, in the gravel, is the spiral, perfectly formed. 3 concentric arcs of small pebbles arranged with the patient precision of a creature with no agenda and infinite time. Nobody speaks for a moment. Everyone just looks at it. The fish moves very slightly. The spiral stays. The tank bubbles softly.
Quietly? That's actually beautiful. Johnny, who has been waiting since episode 4 for someone to say this, blinks once. Slowly. Completely. The most satisfied blink in the history of this series. Joey looks at the spiral. Looks at Johnny. Back at the spiral. He puts his paw briefly on Johnny's shoulder, a gesture so unlike Joey that the camera lets it linger for 2 seconds without comment.
Joey then notices the RoboCat doorstop. Still in the doorway, still with its tiny scarf, he picks it up. He looks at it for a moment. Something complicated crosses his face. Quietly, you tried to replace something that couldn't be replaced. And then you tried to take over the world with a tuna newsletter. And then Johnny sat on you. Pause. It's been a whole season.
He sets the RoboCat back on the floor, gently, beside the fish tank, where it can see the spiral. He steps back. That's all. It was enough. The discount Dan's can on the counter. Chloe picks it up, looks at it. She moves it quietly to the recycling. Someone has already put a proper cup of pens in its place. The replacement was always there. Some things take time. The ice cube tray visible in the open freezer, fully stocked, full of ice. The season's emptiness has been refilled. Scene 4. The Ask All 3 Cats. The living room with chairs still in the seminar circle. The whiteboard reading, "Anxiety equals love." Without an outlet, the fish tank glowing through the doorway. The fan on the counter, Mr. Whiskers in his armchair. The season in one frame. Joey turns to camera. He is not wearing the suit jacket. He took it off in scene 2 and didn't put it back on. He is just himself. That is enough.
8 episodes. The world had robots taking jobs, tariffs taxing the tuna, a super El Niño melting everything, screens eating everyone's attention, prices going up, nobody sleeping, a football tournament happening in the heat, and underneath all of it to 1.2 billion people carrying something they hadn't named yet. Pause. We tried to cover all of it. We covered one household's version of it. And it turned out that was enough, because it was yours too. We are 0 subscribers from being able to do this full time. If you've watched 8 episodes, you are not a viewer, you are part of this household. The subscribe button is right there. One click. It takes less time than it took us to explain offside to Johnny. Pause. We didn't explain offside to Johnny.
I understood it from the start. I chose not to engage.
To camera, subscribe, share season 1 with someone who needs it. And stay. Because season 2 starts soon, new crises, same household. And apparently ... double quotes glances at Mr. Whiskers, who has produced, from nowhere, a small folder labeled season 2, preliminary outline ... Our CFO has already been planning.
Opening the folder, I prepared it in January. The heroic theme, all 8 notes, fully orchestrated, the complete version, begins. The camera slowly pulls back to the widest shot of the series, the whole house, every prop, every character. The whiteboard, the fish tank glow, the armchair, the season, complete.